CIL 650, in association with Tom Lucas Productions, presents Radio Real Estate.
Our house in the middle of our swing.
And now, here are your hosts, Sherry Brown and Tom Lucas.
And here we are. It's the very first show of 2015. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Well, I can see you're still out celebrating.
Too much celebrating, but it was a lovely time.
Did you have a quiet time at home, or did you go out and party? What did you do?
I went and did some dancing and rung in the New Year. I danced like nobody was watching.
Really?
And I don't know if that was a good thing.
Apparently not. And Bill, what did you do?
Not much.
Good. Me neither.
I think I watched the juniors play some hockey.
That would be an exciting way to
wow.
spend
Exactly.
New Year's. Yeah, really exciting. Yeah. Watch a hockey game, huh?
No, I taped it, so we watched it, in the evening, so we could
You
enjoy
recorded it.
Yes, we're recording it because no longer do we have tape.
No.
It's now digital.
Well, some people do.
Not my
Not
dad.
many.
Maybe, but
Maybe. So you did that, and now it's the New Year?
now it's a new year.
And don't forget, when you go see the realtor, the mortgage broker, or the lawyer, or just anybody that you give a check to, make sure you put 2015.
Oh, very
on the check.
good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, I think there's some days of grace, but probably not too many.
I think we're done.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2015. We're here. It's 10:01. It's the Radio Real Estate Show. Everybody made it through the Christmas and the New Year holiday. And thank you. And Dwayne, thank you for being here. Nice to see you again.
Oh, it's always good to be around.
Happy
you guys.
New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Good year. I wish you a wonderful year.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
if you can't have it with us, wherever you go.
Don't forget, save up for that house.
Yes, sir.
Our mortgage expert, Bill Macklem, is with us today. He is president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. He's in studio. And Bill will have the weekly mortgage rate update for you in just a few minutes.
And Bill will also answer your mortgage question of the week.
Later in the show, I'll be talking about property assessments here in BC. Majorly, sorry, I can't talk yet. I'm just learning new words. We're going to be talking about Vancouver proper.
Will we?
Yes, we will.
Nice.
As opposed to
And-
properly talking about Vancouver.
Okay. And Finn Jensen, our radio real estate handyman, says he wouldn't mind taking a ride in a time machine.
Guess we all wouldn't mind that.
No, I could have done that many times in my
Sure
life.
You could have. We'll also be hearing from Dan Sander and Katrina May from Hollyburn Properties. We'll talk about their relationship with the Scouts of Canada. Plus, we'll hear about a great rental opportunity available at Brockton House on Alberni Street in Cole Harbour in the West End.
And we'll compare property values between Vancouver and Beverly Hills. This is my segment on how in 2015 you too can live like a celebrity.
Really?
Yes.
Will we be hearing your name on Celebrity Gossip?
Well, yes, you will.
Maybe. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Andrea Jock of Keller Williams Elite Realty will be on the line this morning, and Andrea will discuss the beginning of the 2015 real estate market in the Tri-Cities.
And Mark Perry, our radio real estate voice of the Valley, will be with us. And this morning, Mark takes a look at some of the activities taking place in Chilliwack and the surrounding areas. It's now 10:03, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy CIL 650.
Thank you, Sherry. And time now for our weekly mortgage rate update with Bill Macklem, the president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Bill, what do you have for us? Happy New Year again.
Happy New Year. Well, the rates are great. If you're thinking about buying, now is the time. The rates are at an all-time low. Take as much money as you can that you can possibly afford so that you are safe, but take as much as you can get and buy once rather than buy twice. Buy the best house you possibly can. Make sure you get pre-qualified. Make sure you talk to your realtor.
Pre-qualification is very important.
Absolutely. Now, we have a number of people this weekend that we're doing that with, making sure that they can afford the homes that they think they want to buy. And that way there, the realtor then is confident that they can actually make a strong offer on that property and they can proceed. Because right now, I hate to tell you this, but people are looking already. They're not waiting until spring.
Yes, I've gotten a few phone calls already.
So what will it cost us to get some money then today?
So you're looking at a 5-year rate. You're looking at about $415 every 100,000. So on a $200,000 house, that's about $800. So it's cheaper than renting. You got to take these rates. On a variable rate, you're looking at 2.4. That's $389 per 100,000. So on just double it up. If you want to go to 200,000, you're looking at what's that? $760, $70 for 200,000. Like you might as well just do it.
Just do it.
You got to do it.
Don't even
Because
think
they're
about
not
it.
making any less properties.
Just do it.
Yep.
Bill says just do it. Bill also answers the mortgage question of the week in just a couple of minutes. And we'll hear from Andrea Jock of Keller Williams Elite Realty. You are listening to Vancouver's original on-air open house. It's the Radio Real Estate Show on Smooth and Easy, CIL 650.
Hi, it's Bill Macklem. In these busy and hectic times with family and business responsibilities, it is difficult to find the time to sit down with your mortgage broker and discuss all your mortgage options. I'm available to be with you at your place of work, your home, our office, or at a place convenient for you. Please give me a call at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663.
Hi, I'm Ron Beckett. Looking for a church home? Come worship with us. Do you want to learn from God's Word? Come grow with us. Are you interested in our community? Come serve with us. We are the Church of Christ, 15042 92nd Avenue in Surrey. Our schedule, Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Bible study, at 11 a.m. worship service, and 6 p.m. prayer meeting. And Friday at 7 p.m. we have a fellowship. Call 604-588-6717.
Hi, I'm Colin Johnston, VP at Home Equity Bank. As the provider of the CHIP Home Income Plan, we are the leading provider of reverse mortgages in Canada. Access some of the equity in your home without affecting your children's inheritance. 94% of Canadians will be willing to give up a portion of their inheritance to maintain or improve their parents' lifestyle. If you could use some extra tax-free money to make the most of your retirement, it's worth talking to your children to see if they feel the same way. For more information about the CHIP Home Income Plan from Home Equity Bank, call 604-484-6021, chip.ca.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem from Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Most people need advice on mortgage financing. We provide personal financial advice with no vested interest and at no cost. We're compensated by the lenders. We'll review your current financial situation to determine if you are ready to purchase. If not, we'll help develop a plan to put home ownership in your future. For more information, call 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
CIL 650.
I find piece of real estate and I'm gonna get me some land.
Oh, yeah. Now's the time to do it. If you're thinking about getting some land, call your real estate agent, call your mortgage broker, get together, have a little powwow, and then head out, right?
Absolutely. People just don't realize that if you're looking for a home today, or you're even thinking about looking for a home today, you should be getting pre-approved and talking to your realtor and doing it now. You want to make sure that you're ahead of the curve. We know that people start looking for homes in the spring. So if they're going to look for homes in the spring, why do you want to compete against 1,000, 2,000 people looking for homes? Do it now when you have fewer people to compete with.
Yes. And a lady I ran into has a question. And it comes this week from Candace Bartok of Surrey. And Candace says she's hoping to purchase her very first property soon, and was recently approached by someone who said for a small fee they could apply for and get a mortgage on her behalf. Is this legal in Canada, Bill?
That's a great question. Thanks, Sherry. I'm sure Candace is just pulling our chain a little bit because
I think Candace was serious, actually.
wow, if she was serious, then she's around the wrong people, because that's called a straw buyer. Straw buyer is someone who buys on your behalf. That's illegal. You go to jail for it. It's called fraud. And just so you want to know, I mean, like no gray areas here. This is illegal. It used to be that back in the 80s and 90s, particularly in Alberta, not so much in BC, was in BC for a little bit, then they stopped. In Alberta, I could assume your mortgage without qualifications. So you're selling your house, you have a good rate on it. I have enough money for the difference between the purchase price and the existing mortgage. I could take over your mortgage, and I would just keep on making the payments. BC never allowed that to happen, because what happens is if I didn't make the payments, you're still responsible for the mortgage. So in BC, they said, no. If you're going to buy a property, we have to make sure that you qualify for the mortgage, and therefore taking the other person off the hook. So they may assume your mortgage, but they have to assume it with qualifications. So it takes you off the hook and puts them into the first position to make the payments. So a straw buyer, which is what this is, means that that person is going to be buying it on their behalf, so they will be on title and on the mortgage, and these people can't get themselves back on the title.
So steer clear.
That's
Steer
right.
clear, Canada.
Steer
Clear, Canada.
Yeah, this
Thank
is not a way to go.
All right.
And
Go ahead.
Good.
I just getting a little ranted here, so sorry. Just go.
Well, you can always get more expert mortgage information online by visiting billymac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y. MAC.com, or call Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
It's 10:09, 9 minutes after 10 o'clock on the Radio Real Estate Show, and time now for Andrea Jock of Keller Williams Elite Realty. She's on the line, and she's joining the show right now. Andrea, good morning.
Good morning, Tom. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year to you, too. Did you have a good one?
Oh, one of the best. It was a fabulous Christmas and New Year's.
Now, were you out partying with family and friends, or did you have a quiet time?
Oh, you know what? We went over to Victoria, spent some time with my grandpa, and stayed in the Inner Harbor. And beautiful place to spend Christmas with all the Christmas lights and the Fairmont Hotel and the Christmas tree, the Festival of Lights. That was really beautiful.
Sounds like you had a good time.
It was nice. Yeah.
All right. Now, 214 is gone. It's gone bye-bye. Let's look ahead to 215. First of all, how was 214, and how do you think 215 is going to be in the Tri-Cities?
Honestly, 2014 was one of the best years I've ever had. I made medallion this year, so that's very exciting. It was very busy, lots of buyers out there, and to be honest, at the end of the year, inventory is quite low, so I think it's going to be a great time to list sooner than later in the new year because there's lots of buyers out there right now that are just waiting to find their perfect home, and I think we're going to see a very, very busy, active 2015 market. It's going to be great. This is Andrea Jock for Radio Real Estate.
Whether you're buying or selling in the Tri-Cities, call Andrea Jacques at 604-783-3124. That's 604-783-3124. Or visit pgmre.com.
And coming up in the next 5 minutes of the show, Sherry, Bill, myself, and you, if you want to get involved too, we're going to talk about prices compared to Vancouver and Beverly Hills and God knows where else, right?
Exactly.
So
yes.
we're not as bad off as we thought here.
No.
I see.
No.
All right.
This is Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty with mortgage expert Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgage. Our producer, Dwayne Bishop and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Radio Real Estate, Vancouver's original on-air open house on smooth and easy CIL 650.
Jesus said, I go to prepare a place for you. Wow, now there's a real estate deal. Hi, I'm Ron Beckett. I'd like to invite you to a worship service with an undenominational church who follow the Bible only without human traditions. A people who are making an investment for time and eternity. We are the Church of Christ, 15042 92nd Avenue in Surrey. Services are on Sunday morning at 10 a.m., worship is at 11 a.m. and prayer at 6 p.m. And on Fridays, Food for Body and Soul is at 7 p.m. 604-588-6717.
Looking for a new place and your busy work schedule has you booked up? Take the stress out of renting with Hollyburn Properties full-service rental professionals. We're here to help every step of the way. From your initial search to relaxing in your very own condo-style rental apartment, our on-site resident managers will make you feel right at home. Be a part of our family. For current rental availabilities, call 604-878-8888 or visit us at hollyburn.com.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Over the past 25 years, I have found most home purchasers do not use a mortgage broker. We are a no-charge professional who have assisted over 5,000 home buyers finance their home. The exciting part is these same home buyers come back to us for refinancing, buying their next property, or lowering their current payments. Call us at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
Vancouver weather.
Cloudy this morning with a 60% chance of showers later on today. The expected high about 3 degrees. Now tomorrow and Monday, Sherry.
Tomorrow, it looks like we have wet snow at times, heavy mixed with rain, changing to rain, at times heavy in the afternoon. And on Monday, you're looking at rain with a high of 6.
Bring on that rain. It's 3 degrees right now on the Radio Real Estate Show.
CIL 650. You buy a little house with a leaky roof, then you're painting that nursery baby blue.
Yeah, you look kind of puzzled there, Bill.
Yeah.
It's the way it happens with a lot of people.
Really?
You buy that little house, you fix her up.
And it's got a leaky roof.
Got a little leaky roof. Next thing you know, you've got people in the nursery.
Really?
And on it goes.
Jeez.
Go see your real estate agent. Go see your broker. You were saying that somebody that works for you that hasn't had a holiday in eons finally went to Phoenix.
Liz took a holiday for the first time. Took some time off. Said, I need to get away. Her and her husband have gone down to Phoenix. They get away from all the snow and the rain and the crappy weather, and they're really looking forward to this thing. Yes, they sent a Facebook picture back of Phoenix, and it was under snow. It looked like Winnipeg. She says, yeah, he's from Saskatchewan. She's from Alberta. Said, like, why would we go all this distance to get this? We could have gone to Calgary.
Absolutely.
But they're
So
hopefully better today.
She and her husband went on vacation to Phoenix and ran into snow.
Yeah.
Great. Could have stayed home.
Yeah.
Save some money.
Exactly.
15 after 10 o'clock. Sherry Brown is here. Bill Macklem is here. Dwayne Bishop is here. It's the Radio Real Estate Show. I'm Tom Lucas. Let's look at house prices comparatively speaking, between Vancouver and Beverly Hills.
Yes.
So I guess it's going to cost way more down there.
Well, you would think.
Yeah, I would
You know,
think.
I do this segment, and I'll be doing it again later in the show on celebrity real estate gossip and what the celebs do. And so we're always talking about beautiful homes in California and New York and all of that. And really, the price differences when you compare them are kind of scary here in Vancouver. In Vancouver, there was a home last year, 2083 West 20th Avenue in Vancouver. Now, this was a 3,300 square foot tear-down home on just over a quarter acre. It was built in 1949 with 4 bedrooms, and it sold for $4.899 million.
Wow.
$4.899 million.
$4 million.
Now, what's scary is what you could actually buy in Beverly Hills for that.
What?
What
could you get?
I'm listening.
For $4.7 million in one of the most beautiful neighborhoods in California, in Beverly Hills, in the Mulholland Drive area, you can buy a 15,000 square foot home with 7 bedrooms, and it's actually $200,000 less than what you could buy in Vancouver.
Wow.
Absolutely crazy. And if you're looking online and watching us live, or you watch the video later, you can see this palatial estate that you could buy.
That's the one?
That's the one.
Looks like a hotel.
And it does.
It is.
It's 15,000 square feet, 10 bathrooms, 7 bedrooms. It's got resort-style grounds and great for throwing a party. So you can buy something quite incredible in Beverly Hills or a tear-down house in Vancouver on West 20th.
Bill, maybe you and I should talk after the show. I could make a
think
quick
so.
move. Yeah,
We could.
Move down to the LA office.
Yes.
Well, and not that, but the sunshine all the time.
But you know what's really interesting?
No.
I did some more comparative research.
Really?
I did. And in France, for $4.7 million, or about $4.8 million, same price as that house in Vancouver, you could buy 9 French castles.
9?
for
Like
that
all together?
price. Yeah.
Or
it's
individually?
Just individually, you go buy 9 castles for that price.
For the cost
for
of
4.8 Canadian million
What was the
the price
heating
of a
cost,
teardown?
for the price of a teardown
What
in
was the
Vancouver.
heating cost, though?
Well, I don't know, but I would like to live in a castle
Yeah.
in France.
I'm thinking that too.
Be a king for a day.
That's kind of interesting.
So yes, you too, Tom, could live like a celebrity in France. You could have a castle, or you can have a beautiful home in Beverly Hills and live the life.
So you think about France, you think about Beverly Hills, you think I couldn't possibly live there because it'll be too expensive, and such is not the case.
That's right.
All right, let's put our places up for sale and move south, my friends. It's 18 minutes after 10, 10:18. It's the Radio Real Estate Show. The next segment of our program, Mark Perry, our Radio Real Estate voice of the Valley, will talk to us about a activity going on out there in and around the Chilliwack area. Plus, he's going to bring us up to date on Inglewood Courtyard.
And I'll be talking about some of the biggest celebrity real estate moves of the year in New York City on my Celebrity Real Estate Gossip Report.
Good morning. It's Tom Lucas with our co-host Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty, Bill Macklin, president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages. Our producer is Dwayne Bishop, and you're listening to the Radio Real Estate Show on Smooth and Easy, CIL 650.
Hi, I'm Colin Johnston, VP at Home Equity Bank. As the provider of the Chip Home Income Plan, we are the leading provider of reverse mortgages in Canada. Many Canadian seniors are not comfortable accepting financial help from their adult children, but if you're concerned about your parents' finances or feel like they could enjoy their retirement with more tax-free cash flow, you can help them access money they already have using CHIP. Your parents never have to make payments, they never lose control of their home, and they'll never be forced to move or sell. For more information about the Chip Home Income Plan from Home Equity Bank, call 604-484-6021, chip.ca.
Tired of chasing that small space you can barely afford? Stop saving for a down payment. Stop paying those high property tax and strata fees. Rent with Holyburn with nothing down. Large suites, large balconies, 24-hour professional service and maintenance. Studios from 900 and one bedrooms from 1050. Enjoy the lifestyle you deserve today with 50 communities to choose from in Vancouver's West Side, West End, and North Shore neighborhoods. Save money and enjoy the Vancouver lifestyle. Learn more at hollyburn.com.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. As a successful broker-owner, I have developed a team of mortgage professionals that support me and my clients. If you're confused with all the mortgage chatter of do's and don'ts, my mortgage team is ready to answer your questions to determine the best mortgage for you. Call 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
CL 650.
Let go the line. You're listening to Radio Real Estate. You can listen to the show online as well if you go to our website, which is RadioRealEstateJan3rd2015.ca.
Yes, you can.
And then on the homepage, there's a little thingamajiggy there, a little icon. You just click on that, and you can listen to us on the computer.
There's a few little thingamajigs on the homepage, and there's also a button where you can like our Facebook page. You could tweet us. You can go to our Twitter account and follow us.
Really?
You can download the video and watch us. You can listen to us.
Wow.
There's all kinds of fun things to do.
And you can do that whenever you're darn well ready to do that.
Yes, you can. 24 hours a day.
We're just that accessible.
We are.
RadioRealEstateShow.ca is our website, and we'd love for you to go maybe pay a little visit. Have you figured out yet, Bill, how to do that?
No.
That's two of us. 21 after 10 o'clock. Mark Perry, our radio real estate voice of the Valley, is on the line all the way from Chilliwack. Good morning, Mark. How are you?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Sherry.
Happy New Year, by the way.
Hey, Happy New Year to you and the crew.
Well, you survived. I had a quiet New Year. How about you?
Yeah, mine was very quiet. Just walked down to the local Legion and participated a little bit with the festivities there and walked home, so it was very nice.
I'm glad to hear you say you walked there and walked home again. That was the decent, responsible thing for you to do.
Was the only thing to do.
Well, the holidays are over, so it's kind of like a slow go out there in the Valley this weekend, but you do have at least one activity going on.
We're pleased to let our listeners know that the Optimist Club is doing a free skate at Prospera Center in Chilliwack here between 1 and 3, and free hot chocolate, and they're putting on a fine show for us.
Well, that sounds good. Now, in the next couple of weeks, I know that you and the folks over at Inglewood Courtyard are getting involved in a very special project.
We are. We're going to start ramping up our sales stuff, and the Home and Leisure Expo at Heritage Park is going to be on January 23rd, 24th, and 25th. And that's really an exciting event because there's usually about 200 tables. And I talked to Don Whitman, who puts it on every year, and we have thousands of people that come out to check out all the new and ongoing things that happen in Chilliwack. So we're really looking forward to that one.
Now, last time we spoke, you had a couple of really cool specials for people that purchased recently over at Inglewood Courtyard. Anything special we can talk about this morning?
Still got our discounts going for the inside units, $25,000 for inside units from floors 1 to 4, and $10,000 off for the penthouse floors. So that's good news, and everybody likes to save money, so we want everybody to come down and have a look at the units.
Good news, good reasons to want to retire out in Chilliwack. Now, how do I get there from, let's say, Metro Vancouver?
If you're coming out on number 1, Tom, then make sure that you come out to Lickman Road. Go southbound on Lickman Road, all the way to Keith Wilson Road, and take a left on Keith Wilson Road, and we're right at the very end of Keith Wilson Road. We're the retirement Inglewood community, right at the very end.
They're easy to find. Now, next week, something special on the show as well.
Yeah, you know what? I really like to start getting into sort of showcasing to our listeners some of the social events that retirees can do within our Ingle community. Generally, what happens is that once you retire, then you just kind of sit and the alarm clock goes off when you usually go to work, and you think, what the heck am I going to do today? And Inglewood community really has a whole lot of stuff going on, and I'd like to start showcasing some of the events and things that our community does.
Sounds good. I'm looking forward to it. You and I will chat with everybody again next Saturday morning.
I look forward to talking to you again, Tom. This is Mark Perry, the voice of the Valley, on the Radio Real Estate Show.
For more information on Inglewood Courtyard in Chilliwack, call Mark at 778-240-8513. That's 778-240-8513. Or go to inglewoodcourtyard.ca.
It's 24 minutes after 10, 10:24. It's the Radio Real Estate Show. We're live on the radio, AM 650, CL 650, smooth and easy. You can get us online at radiorealestateshow.ca.
Yes.
You could come down to the radio station and peer through the window and have a little listen. And
you could.
You
Stalk us.
All
yes.
sorts of ways. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys one of these days. It's 25 after 10 o'clock now, and time for Sherry Brown and Celebrity Real Estate Gossip. And you've got some really good info info for us today, Sherry?
I do. I did some major research on this, and a report is out, the 90 biggest celebrity real estate moves of the year in New York for the year, and I'll do a little countdown. I won't go through all 90 of them because we might be here for a while.
And that's just New York.
This is just New York, and next week I'll have something else. Yes.
Really?
So number 90 on the list is Jimmy Fallon.
Okay.
He purchased a little studio condo in New York for $725,000.
That's reasonable.
Very reasonable. It's quite a low amount
Isn't he a
for
late
him.
night host?
Yeah.
He is. You would think he'd buy something a little bit more than that, and then you take someone like Eric Lindros, who's number 47 on the list. I'm saying that because you know who he is. He's a hockey guy.
Is that his number on his
Drafted
back,
by
too?
Quebec Nordique.
Yes, and he just bought a place for $6 million, and actually he's been trying to sell it again. $6 million.
Wow.
Yes. And then there is Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis he's put his 3-bedroom condo on the market for $13 million. And he found a buyer in less than a week.
Really?
Yes. So he made the move. Now his ex-wife.
We thought the market was changing, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, some people's places are sitting there and some aren't. Now Demi Moore, his ex, there's no actual listing, but she's trying to sell her stunning triplex in New York for a whopping $75 million.
Oh, give me a break.
And she's number 10 on the list. So $75 million. That includes a ground floor 2-bedroom.
Oh, well, then it's worth it.
Yes, crazy. And then we jump up to Janet Jackson.
Okay.
Now she rents for $35,000 a month. Yeah, she rents a 3.5 bathroom in the Trump Tower, and her lease came up in early February, and she's asking for $35,000 a month.
No.
Now, the number one person who pays the most rent in celebrity in New York is Robert De Niro.
No.
It's true.
How much?
He pays rent?
He does. He rents it in the most expensive apartment on the 35th floor in the city's most expensive building on 15 Central Park West for, get this, $125,000 a month. $125,000 a month.
Holy Dinah.
That's just insane.
And it's interesting because it was formerly rented by Alexander Rodriguez, the baseball star who kind of got in trouble. Yes. So Robert De Niro took over that rent.
Wow.
Yes.
Outrageous.
And that's your celebrity real estate gossip today.
Yeah, wow. You certainly dug deep for the dirt there.
I did.
Holy cow. For more celebrity real estate gossip online, go to our website, RadioRealEstateJan3rd2015.ca. RadioRealEstateJan3rd2015.ca. You just click on the icon and you can get all the dirt you can really can stand. It's 28 minutes now after 10 o'clock. In the next segment of the program, we'll connect with Dan Sander and Katrina May from Hollyburn Properties. And this morning, we hear about their relationship with the Scouts of Canada. Plus, we'll hear about a great rental opportunity available at Brockton House on Alberni Street in Cole Harbour in Vancouver's West End.
And we'll hear from Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. This morning, Bill chats to us about those property assessments.
It's that time again, huh?
That is. They're in the mail.
They're in the mail.
It says right here, they're in the mail.
They're in the mail. And nobody ever seems to complain when the house value goes up. If it goes down?
No, they complain when the taxes go up.
Oh, that's what they complain about. I see.
They don't really care about the value. They want to know how the taxes are.
It's Tom Lucas. Good morning with our co-host Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty. Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Our producer is Dwayne Bishop. And you're listening to Vancouver's original on-air open house. It's the Radio Real Estate Show on Smooth and Easy CIL 650.
Hi, I'm Colin Johnston, VP at Home Equity Bank. As the provider of the Chip Home Income Plan, we are the leading provider of reverse mortgages in Canada. I frequently hear from seniors in this area who are shocked by how much their home's value has increased over the years. If your home value has appreciated, a reverse mortgage can be a smart way to access some of that equity and put it to good use. You can access up to 50% of your home's value while maintaining ownership and never be forced to move or sell. For more information about the Chip Home Income Plan from Home Equity Bank, call 604-484-6021, chip.ca.
Hi, Would you like to study the Bible by correspondence? The lessons are based only on the Bible and are free of charge. You can go at your own speed and start anytime. All we need is your name and address, which we will only use to mail the lessons. We will not add you to any list and never share or sell your information. For information, our website is correspondencecourse.webs.com. Email correspondencecourse@yahoo.ca or call 604-588-6717.
Looking for a new place and your busy work schedule has you booked up? Take the stress out of renting with Hollyburn Properties full-service rental professionals. We're here to help every step of the way. From your initial search to relaxing in your very own condo-style rental apartment, our on-site resident managers will make you feel right at home. Be a part of our family. For current rental availabilities, call 604-878-8888 or visit us at hollyburn.com.
Vancouver weather.
Well, now there's a chance of showers and snow and all that kind of neat junk in the forecast today. The expected high is balmy 3 degrees.
And tomorrow you're looking at wet snow at times with heavy mix with rain. Changing to rain. And on Monday, you've got rain with a high of 6.
Well, probably Tuesday rain, Wednesday rain. Right?
Changing to rain.
That's kind of what it looks like.
I see. Right now it is 3 degrees on the Radio Real Estate Show.
CR 650. I can put you in a condo.
I could put you in a condo. If you want to be in a condo, we got just the place for you.
Wow.
We got the people to talk to, too, that know all about condos. Their names are Dan Sander and Katrina May of Hollyburn Properties. We have them on the line right now. Good morning.
Today we've got Dan Sander from Hollyburn Properties. Dan, if you could please tell us a little bit about Hollyburn and what you do as a company.
Well, thanks, Katrina. We've been around for 40 years in the Lower Mainland. We provide condo-quality rental apartments on the North Shore, on the downtown, and on the west side communities of Vancouver. And we also provide accommodation throughout Canada. Our focus is on excellent customer service and quality rentals for the community.
What are some of the benefits of renting in today's market versus ownership?
Well, that's a great question, and it's a question that we get a lot. It's a lot cheaper to start. Downtown Vancouver, it's 35% less expensive to rent a one-bedroom, and it's 50% less expensive to rent a two-bedroom. So it's quite affordable. You don't have to pay maintenance fees. There's no strata fees. There's no property taxes. You don't have additional mortgage fees. It gives you the flexibility, the financial flexibility to do what you want. So there's many, many reasons why renting is a better option than owning, and at Hollyburn, we're committed to providing the best rental in the community.
Definitely in a city with over 50% of the population are renters. Why would a person rent from Hollyburn over someone else?
First of all, we've been around for 40 years, and we have an A rating with the Better Business Bureau, something we take very seriously. We're a family-owned company. We give back to the community, and we're involved in charitable causes such as Covenant House, as well as other schools in the West End. And really, we provide excellent service and quality. And if the folks want to go online to hollyburn.com, they can read our testimonials from all of our residents and give us a call, and we'd be happy to help them out.
It's Christmas time of year right now, and what is Hollyburn's relationship to Scouts Canada?
Well, it's a relationship that we've had for about 10 years now. Scouts Canada provides excellent leadership and educational training for young kids in the community, and we've had a relationship with them, and we're involved in many of their events throughout the year. And this year, as well as last year, we were going to be providing a chip up, which provides people an opportunity to come down to our property at 18th and Marine in West Vancouver and get their tree chipped, as well as an opportunity to see some of our retail amenities in the area.
The Boy Scouts of Canada do a Christmas tree sale as well as a chip up every year as a fundraiser, and Hollyburn is hosting the chip up at Hollyburn Plaza in West Vancouver. When does it take place?
It takes place January 3rd and Sunday, January 4th between 10 and 4 p.m. So please bring your trees down. All donations go to Scouts Canada, so it's a great way to raise some money for that needy cause as well as get your tree chipped.
Some of the businesses at Hollyburn Plaza are participating as well. What businesses are in on this and what are they providing?
Well, they're providing coupons for residents that come down or for people that want to use the chip up. Those businesses are Bar Method, Mops on Bellevue, Optimal Living, as well as Curves.
Definitely consider taking your tree down to the Scouts lot, the chip up lot at 18th and Marine in West Vancouver.
Our hot property of the week is Brockton House. It's located at 1640 Alberni Street in Cole Harbour in Vancouver's West End. We have 1 bedrooms available from $13.50 a month, and they are located on the 10th floor and higher. There's also studios available from $11.50 for January 15th. The suite features hardwood floors, granite countertops. They are modern with renovated kitchens and bathrooms, and the 1 bedroom also has a dishwasher, which is a huge help. Both of them have balconies, and one is facing the ocean to the north, beautiful view.
Brockton House has 24/7 laundry. It features an outdoor rooftop swimming pool, which is a real hit. There's free Wi-Fi in all common areas, gated and surface parking, as well as our on-site professional management. Brockton House is in a wonderful location. It's right behind Whole Foods, so if you're a fan like I am, then it's not far. There's coffee shops within a 1-block radius all around. There's 2 blocks to Cole Harbor and Stanley Park Seawall, a mere 1 block to Transit on West Georgia, 1 block south of Robson Street, all of the great shopping available there, as well as restaurants and boutiques on Denman Street. So it's a really wonderful location. If you're interested in Brockton House, please visit our website and you can arrange a viewing with the managers there. This is Katrina May with Dan Sander for Radio Real Estate.
To learn more about Hollyburn Properties or to get information about one of their great rental accommodations, call 604-662-7345. That's 604-662-7345. Or visit hollyburn.com.
Money's too tight to mention, but money is easily had these days, right, Bill?
Oh man, you don't want to sound like you're overly optimistic, and you don't want to sound like you're a salesman saying to people, "Oh yeah, go out and buy. Yeah, now's the time to buy."
Yeah.
You just, it sounds such like a sales pitch, but if you look at it from an economic perspective of what's going on in the Lower Mainland, particularly what's going on in BC, and you look at what's happening, and you look at our climate of investment as well as our safety in our communities, you kind of go like, this is the place to buy. You should be buying. Why would you not buy? I mean, and people are buying because we know that not the unemployment, but certainly the vacancy rates are at an all-time low. We're at the point right now where the government of Canada is going to have to start looking at doing what they used to do in the old days called MERBs, which were actually investment portfolios put together for people to build investment properties for rental purposes only. And they did that on a 25 to 30-year program. Some of them have just came out of that, and I think they're pretty much gone out of the marketplace as of now. But that's what we used to do to make sure there's enough accommodation for people. We're going to have to go back to that. There is not enough rental accommodation for people. And if you look at all the municipalities talking about the homeless people that are in the area, part of that reason is because there's no reasonable properties for them to rent at the levels that they're able to pay at.
Yeah, we know that Hollyburn's got some great places, but that's just one company. They have quite a few locations. But yeah.
And I'm not so sure they've got a slew of properties either. They have a lot of properties, and they're really good at what they do. But in addition, there is such a demand.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's the beginning of the year, and usually at the beginning of the year we have a thing known as property assessments.
Yes.
If you haven't got yours yet, it's on the way.
It's coming out. I tell you right now, apparently, according to BC government, it's in the mail.
It's in the mail.
So what do we do with it? What are BC assessments all about? Well, you have the BC Assessment Authority, and they operate as an independent provincial crown corporation. And what they're trying to do is their mandate is establish and maintain uniform real property assessments throughout British Columbia in accordance with the Assessment Act. Why do we have assessments? They have assessments so that the municipalities can have what they call a mill rate, which then allows them to raise funds to operate their municipality. And so the more efficient your municipality is, you may not see such a large increase in values. And if you do, you might actually see a drop in your mill rate, which means your taxes would either decrease or stay the same as they are today. I know there are some municipalities in the valley that actually have reduced their taxes.
Really?
To become more efficient. And then there's certainly ways to look at that. I mean, not to be critical, but there are 37 municipalities from Hope to Squamish. We only have 2 million people. I mean, there's a city called New York that has over 25 million. They only have one mayor. So we have 37 mayors. We're paying $100,000 per mayor. We're paying $3.7 million for all these mayors to operate a 2.2 or 2.5 million per city. I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
What are you saying here, Bill?
I'm saying that maybe somebody should be looking at maybe amalgamation. Maybe we should be looking at merging. Maybe we should be looking at more efficiency of what we're doing. People cannot afford to keep on paying these taxes so that we can have bureaucrats being employed. We need to start being more efficient at what we're doing. Doesn't mean the bureaucrats will not be employed. They just might be better employed somewhere else.
I love how you just bring up one topic, property assessments.
Isn't that great?
And Bill just flies with it. He just gets all upset over all these other things.
Rant, doesn't he?
Holy
yes,
cow. Bill, you're very passionate about
I love
these
this place.
issues.
This is great. It's a great community. There's no better place to live in than BC.
I think you should run for mayor of all of the municipalities.
Just him by himself?
And I would like to be buried up on a knoll after they shoot me so that you can see.
Boot Hill, we can take care of you.
Exactly.
Now, Bill, I know you love to talk to people, and if you have a question out there, you might listen to the show this morning and you want to talk to Bill or to Sherry about the assessments, feel free to give us a call, 604-280-0650, 604-280-0650, and if you're out of the local dialing area, it's a long-distance toll-free call. We'll pay for it. It's 1-877-280-0650. That's the toll-free, 1-877-280-0650, or star 650 on the cell phone, 604-280-0650 if you have a question about assessments.
Yeah.
And I have to say, as the realtor on the show, number one question a lot of people say to me about property assessments is, I don't understand, like the list price is so different than the property assessed value. So as a realtor, just to let you know, we don't really use the property assessed value with determining a market value on the home.
Which makes good sense.
Yes.
Because the assessed value is only for government purposes, for mill rates, to raise the money they need to run the municipality. So that's what the assessment's all geared for.
And
value of the home is what people are willing to pay to live in the home that you decide to show them.
That's right. And 9 times out of 10, those property assessors don't know that they've just put in granite countertops or brand new appliances or renovated or have finished their basement. So there's a lot of improvements that may have been done to the home that actually increase the value in terms of market value.
No, you're absolutely right. Like, just because you have an assessment, the assessment doesn't have the market value of the property. It's just doing a value so the municipality can determine how much they have to charge that particular homeowner for their taxes so they can maintain their budgets for the coming 12 months in their budgetary year.
That's right. So when your assessment comes out, don't be scared. It doesn't mean that that's all you're going to get for your home. Have a licensed real estate agent come in and do a proper market evaluation and tell you what things have sold for in the area, because I know a lot of my clients, especially when they've never sold their home, they look at that assessment and they think, oh my gosh, like I owe more than this assessment right now on my mortgage. Like, is this all I'm going to get? And that is not the case. In 90% of the time, that's not the case. They will get more. It depends on the area, and it depends on what the current market conditions are.
No, you're absolutely right. I'm noticing as well is that over the last 12 months, well, let's say that over the last 36 months, we've noticed that condos and townhouses are kind of flat in their values because the construction industry was overbuilding in those sectors. But we were talking to Cameron Muir earlier today from the real estate board, and he was saying that what's happening is that they've actually seen about a 2% increase in values of condos and townhouses over the last 6 months. Not as high as homes, which are have risen in value by 6 to 8%, but certainly have seen a movement, because when we have been doing some refinancing for a lot of our clients this past 12 months in 2014, we were finding the values of those homes have pretty much stayed constant over the last 3 to 4 years. So they were not able to take any equity out of their home to make some improvements, buy an RSP, or pay down some debts. And so now we're starting to see that there's a bit of a push on values now. So the values are starting to move upwards. And as we see these values moving upwards, we're going to see some movement appeal from condos and townhouses into homes, I believe.
Yeah, I noticed that over on the west side, the homes are like $1.6 million, and then on the east side, they're like around $1 million. So they're catching up over there.
They are.
Yeah.
It's coming. People don't realize it. Like, we're in a great place. They're talking about single-family home values. Like I said already, we're up a substantial 6.5%. But probably in terms of sale increases, we're up to 16 to 17% in 2014. So we're really at a position right now where we're seeing a steadily decline in inventory of homes. And Sherry's been saying this for the last month, that she needs listings for her homes because there are none out there, and we need them. She needs them to actually have them listed so that she can help our people buy the houses that they're looking for.
Yeah, you talk to a lot of real estate agents these days, and they're all looking for
listings.
Inventory.
Yeah, we are, and I did a market evaluation just before Christmas, and the gentleman I was talking to said, "Well, I'm going to wait till spring." And I said, if you wait till spring, everybody in the area will be listing in spring. And then I can't guarantee what you're going to get because you have more competition. It lessens the value. They have more to choose from. So if you can get ready at the end of January, beginning of February, that would be good. Because there are still people looking. And as Bill can tell you, the interest rates are incredible. They're just waiting to give the money away. So if you have a good job and you have nice credit, it's a no-brainer. Even if you have little glitches in your credit and maybe, you know, have something that happened in the past, I know that Bill can find you what you need.
He's creative.
In terms of money, yes.
He's creative.
He's very creative.
We're dealing with some clients right now, and their credit is a little bit suspect. So we're showing you how over the next 6 months we're going to build up their credit, get them back on track, and they're going to buy the house that they were always looking for. You know, so that's what we do.
Yeah.
And I read a report a little while ago too. So the baby boomers these days are not necessarily afraid of actually having some debt, having a mortgage.
No.
So that's a good thing.
Well, the other thing that happens is that, unfortunately, we listen to everything.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much information, and they're hearing about the fact that, you know, the house prices, the rates are going to increase, and once the rates increase, you're going to be in trouble. Well, what people have to realize is that when you're buying a home, for the most part, you're either taking a fixed rate or a variable rate. In a lot of cases, people are taking a fixed rate because that's all they can qualify for. That fixed rate is good for 5 years, regardless what happens in the marketplace, regardless what happens in the interest rates, whether they go up or go down. Those people are safe for 5 years. And in that 5-year period, we have seen historically that those people will start either earning more income or have a raise or have gone to another job that had paying more income. And so in 5 years' time, even though the rates might have risen by a bit, people are now able to accommodate that increase in the rates because they can now afford their home.
Interesting.
We don't see rates going, and nobody in the world, not just Canada, are seeing rates going on residential mortgages going to 20% like they did back in the 80s. All the governments in the world cannot afford debt of that level. So when mortgage rates are rising, they're going to rise by a half to a 1 to 1.5. So we're going to go from 2.9 to maybe 3.9, maybe 4.2. But we've seen that over the last 5 years anyways. The rates have gone up and down. They buffer back and forth. So the fixed rates, they're only a reflection of the stock market anyways, because that's where the banks get their money from, the bond market.
And you've said it on the show before, but you don't see the rates going up for the next little while anyway.
No. Oh, matter of fact, the Pollock, who is the Bank of Canada Governor General, he's saying that they might even see a decrease in the prime rate to decrease the variable rate because of the fact that they want to keep the economy moving. Because now we're seeing a drop in the Canadian dollar, which is going to be great for Canada because now we're going to be in an export position. But in terms of maintaining that, Pollocks might decide to drop the prime just to make sure that we keep this thing rolling.
It's another way to make sure you stay at home too, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, don't be going to the States there. Oh, jeez.
No. And getting back to our 37 municipalities, if these guys could get this together, we might find that they could drop the municipal taxes so that people would actually stay here and spend their money.
Thank you, Bill.
That'd be a novel concept, wouldn't it?
It would be.
I like that, yeah.
The always passionate Bill Macklem. You can get more expert mortgage information online by visiting billymac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, MAC.com. Or by calling Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
I can just see in Bill's household, his little granddaughter comes over and he goes, "Here, honey, sit in my knee. I'm going to explain this to you." Well, you see. And she goes, "Oh, geez, here we go again."
Well, if you've got 35,000 cars going across the border every day, and you only buy $100 worth of gas, how much money is leaving the province every day? $3.5 million.
$3.5 million.
So if you were running a company and did that, how long do you think you would keep your job?
3.5 million seconds.
Exactly.
Yeah. Radio Real Estate, it's 10:47. That's our time. And coming up in just a minute, we'll be speaking with our home handy guy, Finn Jensen. And Finn says he thinks it would be great to go for a ride in a time machine.
This is Sherry Brown of RE/MAX Performance Realty with Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages, our producer Dwayne Bishop, and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy CL 650.
Hi, I'm Colin Johnston, VP at Home Equity Bank. As the provider of the Chip Home Income Plan, we are the leading provider of reverse mortgages in Canada. Over the past 30 years, we've helped thousands of Canadians access home equity in their homes without giving up ownership or having to move or sell. An increasing number of people are using home equity to upgrade their lifestyle and make the most of retirement. Our new Income Advantage Plan is specifically designed for those seniors looking to enhance their lifestyle throughout retirement. For more information about the Chip Home Income Plan from Home Equity Bank, call 604-484-6021, chip.ca.
Hi, are you interested in studying the Bible through a correspondence course? A course that is based only on the Bible and is free of charge? These lessons will give you an overview of the Bible. You will learn more about God, His Son Jesus, and how we can receive the gift of eternal life. Hope to hear from you soon. For information, our website is correspondencecourse.webs.com. Email correspondencecourse@yahoo.ca. Call 604-588-6717.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Over the past 25 years, I have found most home purchasers do not use a mortgage broker. We are a no-charge professional who have assisted over 5,000 home buyers finance their home. The exciting part is these same home buyers come back to us for refinancing, buying their next property, or lowering their current payments. Call us at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
CR650.
This old house is getting shaky, boys. This old house is getting old. This old house flips in the rain now, and this house flips in the cold.
It's 10 minutes before 11 o'clock on the Radio Real Estate Show, and it's time now for Finn Jensen, our Radio Real Estate home handyman. Finn, good morning.
Good morning, Tom, and good morning, everyone. Welcome to 2015. I must be getting old. That number sounds like science fiction now. I think I'll see if I can make a reservation on the time machine. But if I was to go back in time, which year would I choose? I can't make up my mind. Every year I can think of has special meaning. Perhaps the thing to do is just to spin the wheel. Speaking of wheels, last Thursday was a brilliant day for just about anything from a stroll in the sunshine to a polar swim. I chose to jump in the car, to drive around the downtown waterfront to Stanley Park and back again, enjoying the scenery along the UBC endowment lands. As it happened, it was a beautiful drive on the first day of 2015 in the fairest city on the coast. It is entirely possible this year will be the year to remember. Not as if any year spent here could ever be forgotten. May good fortune find each and every one of you in this year, 2015. This is Finn Jensen for Radio Real Estate. Talk to you next week.
If you have any plumbing or heating work to be done this winter, call Finn at Gen-Tech Mechanical Installations at 778-378-2740. That's 778-378-2740.
Yeah, give Finn a buzz. Gen-Tech Mechanical Installations. It's the Radio Real Estate Show. 8.5 minutes now before 11 o'clock. What are you smiling at?
No, I was 8.5 minutes.
8.5 minutes, yeah. Then you get to go outside and see a client.
Yes, I do.
You and Bill, yeah.
I'm meeting a client today, actually.
What are you doing?
Well, she's contemplating putting her house on the market and wants to know when is a good time. Just what I was talking about earlier.
I think now would be a good time.
Oh, now is a good time.
Let me practice. I could become a realtor today. I think now's a good time because if you wait for spring, good Lord, there's going to be just so much competition on the market.
That's right.
Your house will just be in a plethora. And your house will just be in the mix.
That's right.
And some buyers who might want to buy your house might buy the house down the street first.
Now, what's interesting, though, is at that time in spring, we do see an increase in competing offers.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people think, oh, okay, I'll put my house in the market and I'll have like 5 buyers because they're all looking in the spring. And that can happen in certain areas if your price point is really great. If you don't overprice your house, yes, there is a possibility in the springtime you can see more competing offers.
But the other side of that same coin is that some of the people who are buying homes, once they start seeing a competing offer, they'll back away because they don't want to get involved in a bidding war.
Yes.
And lose.
That's right. They don't want to pay in quotations full price or over the listing price.
Exactly.
So what are some of the other benefits then if you're thinking of springtime for the market to maybe call your realtor and list now?
Well, definitely on the buyer's side, if you are a buyer, there's definitely lots more choice for you. As a seller, again, you do have more competition, so you have to be price point sensitive, and you have to have your home ready and looking great. There's been so many homes. I was discussing with a realtor actually last night. She's taking a new listing in a condo, and this condo, they've done all their own renovations, and they have no business doing renovations.
Oops.
So you take a condo like that, they think they've done a great job, and you have to go in there as the realtor and say, you know what? All these renovations that you've done, somebody's going to have to rip it all out because, the laminate flooring is all kind of sliding apart. The tile work is done horribly. And so it just comes down to if you are going to list your house, don't do the renovations yourself.
Hire a professional.
Unless you're really good at it. I mean, there are people who are really good at it.
Not in this room.
Not in this room.
But what you're saying makes a lot of sense. If you want to like sell your house or buy a house, call a professional real estate agent.
Absolutely. And call even before you do those renovations, because there's a lot of people who put money into things that, you know, you'll never get the money back. There was always a kitchen there. Do you need to put the granite countertops in? Will that help the house sell, or will something else do just as well?
Or should I get Corian counters?
Right.
Yes, didn't think I knew that, did you?
No.
And Bill, you always say too, it's great to get pre-approved. Go see your mortgage broker, then go see your real estate agent, right?
Absolutely. It's so critical. I have a number of realtors just in the last few days have been calling me. I have a client that's in from Korea that's is Canadian, going to be buying a property. So therefore, they're buying a property, so they need to get pre-approved. So we'll be talking to them today sometime. I have another client in the South Surrey area that's looking to sell their property and buy another property. So we're trying to make sure they can get onto the kind of purchase price that they want to get to. A lot of times, what people will do is that they'll buy the house they want in the plans of selling quickly, or the one they've got, but they won't sell until they've actually found the house they want to buy, because there's such a shortage of housing that they got to be very careful of how they time that event, because otherwise they could actually sell their home and be homeless.
Yes. And Bill, correct me if I'm wrong. When it comes to somebody renovating and purchasing a home that they're thinking of, you can actually get a mortgage to include some of those purchase.
Yes, you can. It's called purchase plus improvements.
Right.
And so they have to pay for their own improvements, but at the end of the day, when it's finalized, they'll go back and do another appraisal on the property and then advance up to 90 or 95%, whatever that might have been. So let's say you had 15% down or 10% down. We would only put 5% down, keep the other 5% for your renovations, get the mortgage approved at the level that you needed to, plus the improvements. And when the improvements are made, then get you reimbursed that amount of money. So you have some opportunities to actually increase the value of your home, the one that you're buying, without having to spend all your own money.
Right. So not to fear, if you are one of those buyers who buy one of those homes that the owners have gone and done all these renovations that you need to rip out, there is help with Bill Macklem.
Yeah, there's help.
Okay.
You know somebody?
I know somebody.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So again, just to recap, number one, if you're thinking about buying a place, go see your mortgage broker.
Yes, that's right.
You sit down with the mortgage broker and work things out.
You want to do that. You actually want to have your credit bureau pulled. And most people are very sensitive to the fact that they know that if you pull your credit bureau too many times, it starts decreasing your beacon score, your credit score. And so what we do is we pull it once, and then we use that same credit bureau with all the lenders that we deal with. So nobody else pulls it again. And so we deal with, up to 60 different lenders, but we don't use them all, obviously, on every file, because we're supposed to be listening to what you're saying, and with our knowledge, we can actually match you with the lender that's going to best suit your needs. So what we're trying to do is we're customizing your lender to you, as opposed to saying, well, this is what you've got to qualify for, and sorry, too bad, you can only get this. We try to say, okay, this is what you want. We just kind of go out and see if we can't get it for you.
So you sit down and ask questions and listen.
Absolutely. That's normally anywhere from a 2 to 4 hour process in the initial stages up to the pre-approval stage. So we'll see that client 2 to 3 times before they even make an offer.
Wow.
Because we need to understand not where they are today. We need to understand where they want to be 5 years from today. So if we don't spend that time with them and just kind of do the yay or nay kind of questionnaire, that doesn't make any sense, because all we're doing is you're telling us what you know, but you've never been in this business before. You've never bought a home before. You're a first-time home buyer. You're looking to us to provide you some information and give you some guidance. And so it takes longer than just a half an hour of saying, well, what's your name? What's your birth date? Where's your address? How long you've been working? Here's your income. That's what you qualify for. That's not what we do.
So what do you guys do? And I'll ask both of you this. You both, you talk to somebody and they say, well, I've got a sister who has a friend who has a brother who has an aunt that's maybe done this once or twice in her life. Bill's laughing. Sherry's laughing.
Oh, I say to people all the time, if you want to find an expert, take your watering can, go around the corner and put it on somebody and put the watering can on them, and they'll become an instant expert. They've done at least 2 mortgages. They bought at least 1 house. They're an expert on everything. I'm sorry to tell you, I don't want to be rude. I did 5 mortgages this morning. So this is what I do for a living.
Is that why you sound like this?
Exactly.
And it's funny that you say that, because just actually 2 days ago, I was out and I heard someone talking about they want to buy their first home. And I was with another realtor and we said right away, are you looking for an agent who knows that area? because we know that area. Oh, no, I have a brother. He's in Vancouver, but he'll help me out. And it's like, okay, your brother's never been to the area, so he doesn't know what's around that area. Or the resale value. I mean, any realtor, yes, can go on and do the research, but if you don't know the area, that could be a very scary prospect for a first-time buyer.
Makes sense. Now, Bill, if somebody wants to get in touch with you during the week, where are you? What's your telephone number?
Best way to get a hold of me is through my office at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
Okay.
So that's the best way to get a hold of me.
All right.
I will get paged on that basis, and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible.
Sounds good. And Sherry?
You can always reach me on my cell at 604-970-6789. That's 604-970-6789. Or if you want to go the online method, which is 24 hours a day, you can go to sherrybrown.ca. That's SHERI brown.ca.
Our house in the middle of our street.
Well, you're both off. You both got another real job to go to after this, right?
Yes.
And Sherry, you too, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. That leaves Joanne and I just to hang around and play some songs and have a good time. But
Oh, wow. You guys have all the fun.
Yeah, we do. Well, we leave the work to you and Sherry. So we're all back in the studio again next Saturday morning at 10.
Absolutely.
You'll
Are
be
you
here?
traveling anywhere?
Oh, yeah.
You
No,
traveling?
no
No.
traveling. No,
I'm not traveling.
I'm staying put
You-
for a
but
while.
You'll both be here next week.
Absolutely.
Take notes, Dwayne. We'll make sure they're here next week. And Dwayne and I will be here next week, and so will the regular listeners. And I'll be back Monday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Have yourself a great weekend. On behalf of Bill and Sherry and Dwayne, it's Tom Lucas saying thank you, bye.